Hi, I'm Mary Lenahan, and this is a video on helping a child to pause. I was with a friend today, and her little boy, about 9 or 10 years old, initiated a conversation with me, and he said, "I wish that I was a baby again." And I asked him, "Well, why do you wish you were a baby again?" And he said, "Because I would get more attention." And I said, "Well, what would that look like, getting more attention?" And he said, "I'll get more toys." Well, I laughed and said, "Well, is that really what you want? Do you want more toys?" And he paused and he got quiet a moment and he said, "Well, what I really want is for my big sister to stop beating up on me." I said, "Well, you know, this happens with siblings." So I said, "Do you want a solution to that problem?" And he said, "Okay, yeah." I said, "Well, are you willing to just find that pause, that quiet place in your mind? Just get quiet and just open up to a solution to this conflict that you're having with your older sister." So this is great, right? Because we find out it looks like he wants one thing, but what he really wants is to experience peace and connection with his older sister. So we pause together, and in the pause he finally says, "Well, I can see that I bother my big sister." And I said, "Okay, how do you bother her?" And he said, "Well, I run into her room and I just barge in there and it really gets her upset." I said, "Well, maybe there's another way you could connect with your big sister." I said, "So let's pause again." I said, "Is this working? Do you want to pause?" And he said, "Yes." So we pause, and I remind him in the pause that there's no hurry. And he starts thinking about it. And he said, "Well, I'm going to think about it. I'm going to come up with a solution. I'm going to think about a solution." And I said, "You know, you really don't need to think about it. Just get quiet, and it'll show up in your mind exactly when it is supposed to. So just relax and receive it." So we paused together, and then after about a minute or so, he said, "Well, I guess I could knock on her door." Well, that's a beautiful thing. That's a solution to his problem. He could knock on his sister's door instead of barging in. So I hope this child's story and his willingness to pause and listen to inner inspiration in his inspired heart and mind will encourage you today to knock on the door of the pause, and it will open. See you next time.